Welcome to another update on the Lakers, where excitement meets precision, and every rumor and hint of potential trades gets the attention it deserves. Today's topic is undoubtedly fascinating. While much of the league is focused on the playoffs, facing the unique challenges of this phase, the Lakers might be plotting something deeper, possibly something that, if it happens, could shift the balance of power in the Western Conference. What if I told you that a standout player could be on the verge of returning to Los Angeles this summer? Sounds unlikely, right? But stick with me, because by the end of this video, not only will this seem feasible, but it may even appear inevitable. Let's put all of this into context. Back in February, the Lakers made a decision that only a bold franchise could pull off. They traded a superstar, a key player in their title-winning run, an exceptional defender on natural talent, and possibly the most dominant center in the league when healthy, was sent to the Dallas Mavericks. Why? To bring in a new star. There's no denying that this move caused a major transformation, as the arrival of this new player infused new energy into the team. His game vision, scoring ability, and creativity were electrifying. The Lakers quickly became a playoff threat and, even more crucially, secured a promising future beyond the era of a major superstar. However, while fans celebrated the arrival of this new star, something else was unfolding in Dallas. Despite the player's impressive numbers, averaging 26 points, 13 rebounds, and 2.7 blocks per game, the Mavericks suffered another collapse at the end of the season. They missed the playoffs once again. The team failed to adapt, and the player found himself facing immense challenges, but without the necessary support around him. And now, rumors have begun to emerge. Several league insiders are reporting that he is unhappy with the situation in Dallas, not because of ego issues or disagreements with the coaching staff, but due to a genuine desire to win. He wants to be on a team that competes for championships. The team failed to meet expectations. The player carried a significant burden, but support was lacking around him. In this context, rumors started to spread. League insiders suggest he is not truly satisfied with his current position in Dallas. This discontent is not about ego or management decisions, but about the longing for victories. He seeks success in the present, fully aware that it doesn't have 5 or 6 more years at an elite level. He's focused on his legacy and championship rings. Interestingly, the city where he's already tasted victory, where he is valued, and where he is familiar with the system and culture, is Los Angeles. It's important to note that he hasn't formally requested a trade, at least not yet. However, in the NBA, just the hint that a superstar is unhappy sparks discussions between teams, executives communicate, and strategies are devised. And in the case of Los Angeles, those discussions are ongoing. Imagine this scenario for a moment. What if the trade that brought in the new talent wasn't intended to move the player, but rather to reorganize the team to better support him? What if the franchise leadership recognized that bringing these two talents together could be crucial for establishing a dynasty? The biggest obstacle was salary cap flexibility, but that issue has been resolved. The team adjusted their contracts, created space under the cap, and prepared for a major move this summer. The possibility of bringing the player back is not just a dream, it's a viable option. Now let's think about the dynamics of basketball. Imagine a standout player running the offense, putting up impressive numbers every game. The other player wouldn't have to carry the burden of scoring, allowing him to focus on rim protection, grabbing rebounds, and making efficient plays. One star could be in his final season or transitioning to a mentoring role, providing stability, leadership, and great performances. Meanwhile, a young talent could blossom into a true all-star. Another player could stretch the game, defend wings, and help on the boards. This would create a powerful rotation. This team wouldn't just compete in the playoffs. They'd be chasing a championship. Here's the intriguing part. Bringing the player back could potentially extend the career of the major star. Just think about it. He wouldn't have to carry the offensive load. He wouldn't have to guard the opposing team's best players. With both talents on the floor, he could manage his energy, take care of his body, and pick the right moments to shine. This strategy could keep him healthy and playing at a high level deep into the playoffs. You see, that's the real advantage. Reflect on the consequences. LeBron wouldn't have to carry the entire offensive weight. He wouldn't have to guard the top opposing players. With Luka and Anthony Davis leading, LeBron could manage his energy better, take care of his body, and pick the right moments to shine. This strategy is key to keeping him in top shape as the playoffs progress. The focus goes beyond next season. It's about legacy. LeBron is determined to win another championship ring and fully understands that time is precious. If he wants Davis back and the player is willing to return, that conversation will certainly happen. Now, let's break down the potential trade dynamics. Could the Lakers pull this off? One of the scenarios circulating suggests they could make a trade involving a 2029 first-round pick and a pick swap. The team, now needing to restructure around a younger core, could use these assets to pursue another star player or improve their depth. At first glance, this trade may seem unbalanced. However, in practice, the team would be getting rid of an unhappy player, gaining flexibility, and avoiding potential locker room conflicts. The truth is, when a superstar expresses a desire to leave a team, their value tends to decrease. We've seen this happen with several players in recent years. The same could happen with Davis. But let's consider the human side of the situation. Anthony Davis valued his time in Los Angeles. He had an impressive statistical season while there, won a title, earned the admiration of fans, received support from the coaching staff, and had LeBron's backing. Even facing injuries and criticism, the organization stood by him. That loyalty doesn't fade easily. There are reports that Davis still keeps a residence in Los Angeles and often returns. He never fully severed ties. Could this be a coincidence? Maybe, but in the NBA, coincidences are rare. Additionally, it's important to consider the Lakers' plan for the future. LeBron is nearing 40, and at some point, he'll step away from basketball. This could happen next year or later, but time is running out. The team must consider its future beyond LeBron, and building a team around Luka and Davis could make this transition easier. This combination provides a ball handler, an elite defender, plus youth, talent, and championship experience. This is a solid foundation, and maybe, just maybe, the decisions made weren't for a farewell, but rather a sign that there's an understanding of a potential return. If this happens, the team would go from playoff contender to genuine championship favorite. The organization always finds a way. They did it in 2008 with a key player and repeated it in 2012 with two more significant athletes. They did it in 2019 with Anthony Davis for the first time, and now they're trying it with Luka. The players are aware of this. Several veterans, reportedly, have stayed in touch, checking in on how he's doing and keeping the communication lines open. This may seem irrelevant at first, but in this league, this is how negotiations begin. Subtle messages, a few calls, maybe even a workout in the off-season, and suddenly it becomes a real conversation. We can't forget that Davis has always had a hand in his destiny. He forced his way out of his previous team and chose Los Angeles over other options. He joined LeBron for a reason. If he decides that Los Angeles is where he wants to finish his career, the rest would just be paperwork. Now, imagine the media frenzy. The NBA loves stories, and this one would dominate the headlines. Anthony Davis's return to the team wouldn't just be a trade. It would be an epic narrative, a redemption arc that the league loves. From a marketing perspective, it's brilliant. Jersey sales, packed arenas, ticket demand. The team would become one of the most talked about in the NBA. With Luka, Davis, and LeBron, they'd form a lineup worthy of a blockbuster film. And in Hollywood, that's everything. There's also the issue of coaching. The coach has already shown he can handle big personalities and adapt quickly. Bringing Davis back would test his system, but it would also give him the defensive structure that's been lacking. With Davis protecting the paint, defenders could be more aggressive, force turnovers, and run in transition. The team's identity would transform once again, becoming fast, aggressive, and lethal. And while the Western Conference is filled with talent, the presence of a strong defender could provide the defensive foundation that's been missing. With a solid interior player, the perimeter defenders would have the freedom to take more risks, force turnovers, and execute fast breaks. The team's identity would once again change, becoming dynamic, aggressive, and highly effective. Despite the Western Conference being packed with talent, teams like Denver, Minnesota, and Oklahoma City on the rise, none would be able to match the exceptional versatility the team would develop. They could adapt to play with larger or smaller lineups, run organized offensive plays, or speed up the game. That's the allure of a mix of skills. No style is unbeatable. Another often overlooked element is continuity. Even with the changes that come with a trade, the player would return to a locker room he knows, with a familiar coaching staff, a reliable medical team, and teammates he has fought alongside before. This is rare in today's league, where players frequently change cities and start over. It wouldn't be starting from scratch. It would be picking up where they left off. Speaking of unfinished business, there's a desire to reach those peaks again. Winning another title in Los Angeles? That's the goal. The pressure, the hype, the conversations about legacy, they all converge toward one place. And that's what makes this trade so fascinating. The stakes aren't just about one player's happiness. It's about transforming the future of the Los Angeles Lakers. Before we continue, we ask that you leave a like and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss any exclusive Lakers updates. Moving on, in a move that has stunned the basketball world, Domantas Sabonis has signed a 4-year contract with the Los Angeles Lakers, sending shockwaves across the entire NBA landscape. The Lithuanian star, known for his exceptional skills as a versatile big man, is now set to join one of the most iconic franchises in basketball history. This unexpected decision has left fans, analysts, and even fellow players speculating about the implications for both Sabonis' career and the Lakers' future. Sabonis, who has long been regarded as one of the top centers in the league, made a name for himself with the Sacramento Kings, where he showcased his prowess not only as a rebounder and scorer, but also as an exceptional playmaker. His ability to create opportunities for his teammates, combined with his high basketball IQ, made him one of the most coveted players in the NBA. The move to the Lakers marks a significant shift for Sabonis, who had built a strong rapport with the Kings organization and fan base. But despite his success in Sacramento, it seems the allure of joining a championship-contending team in Los Angeles proved too enticing to pass up. The Lakers, who have been in a rebuilding phase after a few years of underperformance, are now poised to take a giant leap forward with the addition of Sabonis. The team has been in search of a reliable big man who can complement their stars like LeBron James and Anthony Davis. Sabonis brings exactly what the Lakers need, a player who can dominate inside, while also having the ability to stretch the floor and facilitate the offense. His fit alongside Davis in the front court gives the Lakers a formidable tandem capable of competing with any team in the league. For Sabonis, this move represents an opportunity to chase an NBA championship. Throughout his career, he has been known for his consistency and ability to elevate the performance of his team, but a title has always eluded him. With the Lakers' championship pedigree and a roster loaded with talent, Sabonis now finds himself in a position to make a significant impact on a team with championship aspirations. The signing has already generated plenty of excitement in Los Angeles, with fans eagerly anticipating what could be one of the most potent front courts in the league. However, this acquisition also raises some questions. Will Sabonis and Davis mesh well together, or will they face challenges in terms of their playing styles? How will the addition of Sabonis affect the Lakers' overall team dynamics, especially in terms of their spacing and ball movement? While these questions remain to be answered, one thing is clear. Domantas Sabonis' decision to join the Lakers has the potential to reshape the Western Conference. As the team gears up for what promises to be a thrilling season, all eyes will be on the newly formed partnership between Sabonis and the Lakers' other stars. The stage is set for a new era in Los Angeles basketball, and with Sabonis now in the fold, the Lakers' chances of returning to championship glory have never looked more promising. Stay informed exclusively about Los Angeles Lakers news. Subscribe to our channel and hit the like button to keep receiving daily updates. Also, share your opinion on the news in the comments, as your contribution is crucial for the Lakers. Stay tuned for the next video.